Hello Libra. Today I will be doing a reading for the sun going into Aquarius. This will be a reading for that whole transit for that month. So let's start with the oracle cards. These are pre-shuffled, so I'll just shuffle them one more time. So we got poised, come to the edge, and also to be fair in reverse. So you might not be being fair to yourself here, but you are very confident, let's say, in your energy. And it's like the reason that you might not be being fair with yourself is because you're getting to a place where you've actually never really been before, and you're about to jump to something new. And it's almost like when you don't do something and you kind of beat yourself up for that. Like you're your own harshest critic, sort of thing, because you're at the edge of a situation, and being at that edge could cause a little bit of like anxiety or fear, and that's a general theme that I've noticed doing other readings for the other signs as well. So okay, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords. I mean, not the Four, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords. So okay. Yeah, you might just not be being fair to yourself at this time. So, all right, we got that, and then, so this goes up here. This goes here. Temperance, Five of Wands, the Hanged Man, okay. The Two of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, very common theme, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, very good. This is a very common theme for this month, is change, right? And initiation and all that kind of thing. So it makes a lot of sense considering Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is change, coming into new knowledge of certain situations, and it's like unforgiving change, unforgiving individuality, stuff like this. So in the physical, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So yeah, you're leaving a situation that may have been causing you a lot of mental turmoil, and you've been planning it's like your environment has been growing and accumulating for a long time, to the point that it's been now it's time to let go and to move on and go to a place where you still have your thoughts and ideas about who you are and what you are and all this kind of stuff, but you're like leaving to a new environment that allows you to actually kind of feel differently about yourself. So, and these are your emotions, the Hanged Man and the Temperance card. So, like I said about Aquarius, it's change, right? It's like quick change that we're not really aware of, or it comes out of nowhere to make you question power structures and things like that. So, and your individuality and all this. So I really think that from this place that you've been accumulating and growing, you're moving into a new environment, a new place, where it's going to allow you to change the way that you feel about certain things. But it's also going to be familiar. Like you're going to have these familiar feelings of, but it's going to have you look at it from a new perspective. So these familiar feelings that you have are going to resurface again, but they're going to be from a different perspective. So now you have a different perspective on the way you feel about things. And with that perspective, I think emotionally, you're going to be able to change that. So like if you're uncomfortable, or if you're angry or something, or anxious, you're going to be able to understand that, okay, that anxiety was just because of, it's like you're going to understand that anxiety or those emotions from a different perspective, because you're going to be really with them, and you might even feel stuck with them, but it's just to have you, it's like, oh, I should have looked at it from, or this happened before and now it's happening again, the same feeling. But it's like, I know that's happening, so I can look at it from a different perspective now and really like change that up and put it from unhelpful to helpful. The same feeling that you had before was unhelpful because you didn't know what to do with it. And now now that you do know what to do with it and you know it's coming from a different perspective, then it's like, okay, I can change this and make it helpful for me and create something new from that. Now mentally though, you have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So mentally, you're excited about this new endeavor. You're excited. You're like celebrating the change here. You're celebrating your physical environment, right? You're celebrating this growth that you've accumulated and this love that you put into a certain thing, and how it's taking you on a new journey and it's putting you away. You're going to a new place you've never been before. You're like immigrating somewhere, and so you're very like happy about it. But you're also kind of worried that it's not going to fully work out the way you wanted, or that it's like keeping you stuck in a certain thing, or that it's like these thoughts that you carry with you to this new place. They're still going to be with you. All these same thoughts that you had where you are now, in this thing that you've been like growing and everything like that, it's still going to go with you, because wherever you go, you're going to be there with yourself. And more specifically, wherever you go, your thoughts are going to be there with yourself. And so that's why emotionally you're like changing the way you feel about things, because I don't think you want to feel stuck here because you're like in this state of celebration. It's just that mentally, it's like your mind might be thinking that you're stuck or something. I can't read your mind or anything like that, but I'm just saying like the theme of feeling like the theme of being trapped here, because that's kind of where you're going to feel like you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to feel like you're in a place where you can't move, or you're sort of stuck, like it's all happening and you can't do anything about it. And so your mind might start telling yourself that. And so, but really that's not true. Like like it's just not true. Like you're just going to be in the space of celebration and like feeling good. Everyone's going to be together. Like it's all going to be good. It's just that because you're in this like position of maybe helplessness, or like you feel like you can't really understand your it's like you wanted to change, because intellectually you're like, oh, when I leave I'll change as a person and I'll like change. And then emotionally, now it's time to work on those also. Like once you change mentally, your emotions change as well, but you're going to be stuck in those emotions so you can feel what it's like. And then that might in turn cause you to feel mentally stuck as well. So the spiritual aspect though is the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So these are actually like kind of good energies. I just think that there's a lot spiritually that's going on. You might have people like trying to kind of like a crab in the bucket type of scenario, where they try to bring you down because you're like in this happy, content place with what you have, and mentally you're looking at celebration and like all the things that you have structure in. And then so spiritually, I just feel like the spiritual warfare that's happening is actually like other people's opinions on spirituality and about how they live their life and how they do things, is like that's a major theme, right, of this month, is interacting with others and how they think and how they feel about things and how they interact with you. But it's like they want to just bring you down, sort of, I feel like. Yeah, like creatively in a way. And so you have to kind of juggle between what is worth it and what's not worth it. Like what's worth holding on to and what's worth letting go. Is this person, place, or thing worth holding on to? Or is this person, place, or thing, should I just like kind of let them be and just sort of like, you have to like juggle relationships here. And being Libra, I think that's a very like easy thing for you to do personally, is to like kind of make amends with people and just sort of like keep the peace. And I think that's what you have to do, but with your physical world. So anything physical, like if you might be spending too much, so you kind of like hold back a little bit and then sort of save some here, spend a little bit more, save a little, like that. So you're sort of, yeah, like you're sort of fighting, you're like fighting for creative liberty. This is what I get. And here you have the Nine of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So, yeah. Yeah, let me see. The outcome was the Two of Swords, I think. Yeah, so the outcome is the Two of Swords. So it's an initiation into a new way of thinking, a new way of being. And this initiation is going to come with what makes you happy and what, and can you hold on to that happiness? Can you covet that happiness? And coveting is like a sort of sneaky word, I feel like, but it's more like, can you hold on to this happiness? Can you can you hold on to this happiness while you do your own thing? And that's the initiation, is can you be an individual that creates their own, regardless of what anybody else wants to do or thinks or anything like that. It's like, can you be an individual that just has an idea and is like, I'm going to do this idea, and then but it's like, because it makes me happy, so I'm going to do this because I don't care what anybody else says. I'm going to do this. And it's like, you're going to be in this place where your old thoughts and feelings and ideas are in contrast with your new ones, and you're going to have to decide between the two. So you're going to have to decide between your old thoughts and patterns, or these new thoughts and patterns, and how you can change. And because change is a major theme here. And I think that's where coming to the edge lies, because you're going to have to like come to the edge of your new self and your old self and meld them together during this month. From January, from yesterday, January 20th to February 19th. So, and then the overall energy is the Ace of Wands. So this is a very creative energy. This is the creative spark. So the creative spark is really the whole theme of, oh my goodness, you're not a fish, is the overall creative theme of this. If you tell yourself you're not a fish, you'll stop picking them, by the way. So yeah, anyway, so the Ace of Wands here is the overall theme. So it's like the creativity, our creative aspects, like it's like we've been, it's all creative. So I think our main goal is to create individuality, because Uranus is going to really show us like creating individuality, and the sun and the Uranus rules Aquarius and the sun is in Aquarius. So it's going to be like individuality, community, the world around you, like the world at large. And it's going to be like creativity and how you can spread that creativity to the world, and what you do that is your individuality and is truly individual to you. So this is going to be a major theme this month. And here you have caution, pause, carefully seek out and think through your options. Where's that? That's why this is here. Multiple colors blind your eyes. Discordant sounds deafen your ears. This may not be the right time. Don't be afraid, but be cautious. Consider both sides of the story. So yeah, that's what your soul is doing right now. It's considering what to let go and what to leave. Because in the soul, there's like a fight going on for your old self and your new self. And like your new self wants peace and happiness and like celebration. And then your old self thinks that you're going to be stuck. Your old self is stuck. Your new self is transforming those feelings and doing something with them, and realizing that they're just there, and to transmute them into something that's creative. And your old feelings would just be to be stuck in them and wallow in them. But also you're seeing them from a different perspective. But yeah, and then just stay strong and stay poised, because I think it's just time to wait. So like, don't really make any like decisions to actually, don't be hasty, right? Just don't be hasty, because if you're hasty, you're just going to ruin what you've been building for so long. So just don't be hasty. And yeah, I hope that helped. Okay. Word. Peace, Libra. Bye.